Good morning, beautiful. So, how do you talk to yourself thinking about being in the receiving mode, surrendering, opening yourself up to your desires, your chosen reality? How do you do that? See, things in your life are constantly changing, right? You buy one house and you move up, you move from one city to the next because you have an opportunity for a business, a job, a relationship falls apart, right? You lose people, you lose friends, you gain friends, you make new friends. You have not so ideal neighbors, and then you move into some other place and you have perfect neighbors, right? You get older, hopefully you get wiser, you experiment with new things. What is happening there? You're constantly fluctuating between your vibrations. And anything that you take your attention off of for a long enough time, that thing disappears, fades away. And what you continuously think about becomes your new belief. And those new beliefs affect your thoughts, which then affects your feelings, and which then affects your actions, your decision making, with new emotions, new vibration, collectively creating your personality, collectively creating your personal reality, collectively either you're moving into a better and better experiences of life or you're going downhill, right? No matter what is happening, it's giving you information about your vibrational state of being. So who are you pretending to be today? There's a lot of truth in fake it till you make it. There's a lot of truth in pretend to be the person you will admire. Pretend to be the person that you want to be, right? A wise man once said, pretend to be the version of you that you show people. And if you become that person, you know, elevated thoughts, elevated emotions, better decisions, and turns you end up having new hobbies, new habits. And if you consistently maintain that, you then have a character, this particular integrity, your dominant vibration, with your new beliefs. You become a completely different person, unrecognizable to people. See, when you go to these retreats, any retreats, right? Tony Robbins, if you go to particular ashrams, if you spend time at, the places of Michael Singer, which I'm hoping to go visit him. He's only 2 hours away from me. So I'm hoping to go to that Temple of Universe this Saturday morning. And hopefully I'll be back by marathon. If not, I might move our community meditations just 1 hour or 2 hours ahead. Yeah, I don't want to. I plan to be back, hopefully. Yeah. If not, I'll make someone else a host. So it begins so you guys can meditate. And I hope to then be back by our Q&A. Anyway. So no matter where you go, to be around advanced meditators, to be around shamans and yogis and swamis, whoever, what you do is you accelerate your evolution through the constructive interference law. What happens a lot is at the retreats, and Dr. Joe talks about this too at his retreats, that a lot of the times when people have these sudden breakthroughs, right? Because of what happens in the ballroom, because of what happens when you're around 1,500 advanced meditators, you're blowing the roofs off. So what happens then is your vibrations, your genetic destiny, Your electromagnetic field just changes and upgrades so quickly that you're no longer a vibrational match for the things and people around you. And that can cause a lot of disruption. Imagine you skip the transition from one reality to the next in your evolution, and you suddenly lose everything. And then you gain new things, new relationships, new opportunities, new careers, new businesses. But if it happens too suddenly, there's a period in the middle where you almost have nothing, where all you have is your faith, where all you have is your belief that you're doing the right thing, you're on the right path. And if you have the right tribe, the right community, the right support systems, then you can cause magic. Because you're doing it from an astral body. You're doing it from your causal body. You're doing it from outside of space-time, which makes things happen very, very quickly, very suddenly, sometimes even instantly. There are many advanced students and advanced meditators that can materialize things instantly. By the time the meditation is over, reality has completely changed instantly. So don't rush towards it. I keep getting questions. I need abundance, I need abundance, I need abundance. It's not coming. When you become the person with a vibrational match of healing, you get to a point where you could care less if you're healed. A very unusual statement, I know. And that's when the healing happens. People enjoy more who they have turned into, who they have become, rather than having $1 million in the bank account when they get there through a vibrational match. They're more happy about who they have become than what they have acquired, right? Something to keep in mind. Nothing can change for you unless you change. That is true for your healing. That is true for your abundance. That it's true for your wholeness. You feeling complete in life. You living in bliss. You can make this very, very easy for yourself, where you can try to work 120 hours a week. Burn yourself out. And there's a lot more easy way to do this as well. Surrender. People have such a hard time with that term, surrender. Allowing, art of getting out of your own way, art of faith and believing that your order has been submitted, and now you're going to live as if the order will arrive in divine timing. Whenever it's supposed to come, it'll come. As long as you maintain that state of being, regardless of what your outer circumstances are. How? Daydreams, meditations, breath work, constantly changing your state of being energetically, because most of you are not used to that. So when you start doing that, and you do it 1 hour a day, 30 minutes a day, it is a very big shift in your life, because you have been doing this 0 minutes a day. So when you go from 0 minutes a day to 30 minutes a day, it is inevitable that your vibration will start to move up slowly. Because for 20 minutes a day, you are in this beautiful receiving mode. For 20 minutes a day, you can try to make your inner world more real than the outer world. You can go to your happy place, your future self, your future reality, the things that you would like to experience. What would it be like when I have this? Who would I enjoy it with? Where would I go? What would my freedom look like? What would my health look like? What would I do when I'm completely healthy? How would I serve the world, the collective, when I have what I want? What would I do? And you can daydream endlessly about that. And it'll make you so happy eventually that you could be doing things around the house, but your daydream is now making you so happy that it becomes your reality. Your daydream feels more real than the outer world with practice. If you do this work and you tell yourself, I am doing this to become very happy, very kind and patient, and I want to become the person that brings out kindness out of other people and patience out of other people, right? If an advanced meditator walks up to a cashier, they will have a very different interaction with that cashier than a person that has never meditated, that are in lack, that are resentful for something, that are feeling guilty about something, that are feeling not worthy. Because that low vibration will affect other people. There's a lot of truth to you become an average of the people that you spend the most time with. Why? Constructive interference. If they all constantly talk about how big of a victim they are, you, even if you don't believe it, your vibration will start to match a victim mindset, and you will change whether you like it or not. You will not feel good suddenly. Your vibration, your happiness threshold will start to go down. And then anything outside of that, anything above that threshold, even if somebody gives it to you, even if it shows up, you will subconsciously sabotage yourself back to a lower vibrational state of being. That is very important to keep in mind if you are unhealthy. There's a version of you that's not sick. And if you're constantly feeling bad for yourself, if you're constantly upset about why the doctors didn't do their job right, why can't the doctors figure this out? Right? Or you're doing meditations and you're not able to heal yourself, and you're upset about that. Well, the version of you that's not sick doesn't think like that, doesn't talk like that, doesn't get upset about that, doesn't think that they're a victim. All of those are low vibrational states of being. How can you stay in a lower vibration and hope to feel whole, to feel worthy? Right? Pay attention to your thoughts and feelings and emotions, and stop rushing towards your abundance. Stop rushing towards things. How about you rush towards a mystical experience, an outer body experience, a euphoria, a brain orgasm? How about you experience yourself fully, experience your state of being, your existence completely, and everything else around you will change anyway to match your higher vibrational state of being now. Your higher self knows what you want. You're listening. The universe knows what you want. It's always listening. You're always emitting light, which is full of frequency, which is full of information. You're constantly communicating with the universe, source, God. You're constantly telling them. And if you feel bad, the universe says, here's some more. When you feel like a victim, the universe will give you experiences and say, here's some more victim mindset. Here, let me give you more experiences so you feel bad. You can feel more sick. You can feel like a victim again. Oh, you're feeling guilty? Here's some more guilt. You're feeling unworthy? Here's some more unworthiness. That's how it works. That's the law of attraction. That it must give you everything that is a match to your vibration. Have you ever momentarily had a high vibration where you spontaneously feel butterflies in your belly? You feel so happy for no reason. You have no idea what does this mean? That happens a lot to people that start to do this work when they meditate every day, when they do breath work every day, when they daydream about a beautiful life, when they daydream about what it's going to be like when they have everything they want? What would they do with a perfect partner? Where would they go? How would they serve their partner? Because if that partner is their vibrational match, they're both going to be serving each other in a beautiful, cosmic, energetic dance. Their energies will match. What would you want to see with the freedom that you get with abundance? What would you do? Who would you do it with? How would you serve? How would you be grateful and be kind and be patient to the world around you? And watch how much happiness you get. Your brain can think all it wants, but your heart knows. Remember that. Your heart is always giving directions to your brain about what to think, right? Because you always send a signal out, right? And it's an electric signal that goes out, and then there's a magnetic energy that pulls it from your heart. Your heart has a magnetic field. The brain has an electric field. One exhales and the other one inhales. Brain sends it out. Heart pulls it in. Brain sends something out, some vibration, some thought of some level of vibration, right? Every thought is a frequency. Every frequency is full of information. So it sends things out into the universe. Your heart pulls a match to that into your reality, into your feelings, into your, and whatever it attracts similar to this, and then it gives that information to your brain, and the brain will think similar thoughts to the feelings, send more information out. Then you pull more of that reality towards you. So the more bad you feel, the more bad you attract. And then the more bad you think, and the more bad you emit, and the more bad you attract in your reality. It's this constant information sending out, heart pulling it in. You're sending orders out, you're receiving the orders into your life. You're constantly doing that. Be careful. I have people in my community that will sometimes take time off and have their own personal retreat, but they will meditate for hours and hours and hours in a day. And when they're not meditating, they will carve out time to listen to, when they're not being in the play box, they'll go back into their think box where they will read books, they will listen to books, podcasts, or simply they will carve out time to do nothing, literally. Have tea, sit out into the nature somewhere, right? Listen to some beautiful music with pictures on the TV of the most beautiful places in the world, and simply empty your mind, stay in the complete present moment with an intention of feeling as good as possible for as long as possible, which will inevitably raise your vibration. And when you change your energy, you change your life. When you change your energy, you can't help but have beautiful thoughts. And when you change your thoughts into beautiful thoughts, you start to change your story. So Dr. Joe says, change your life by changing your energy. Greg Braden says, change your story and change your life. They're both wanting the same thing because they feed off of each other. When your thoughts change, your feelings change, the way you look at things change. And Dr. Wayne Dyer says that when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at will change. That's the law. I was thinking about all this and I figured might as well turn my camera on and talk to you guys. Don't forget to be grateful. Feel good.